मॉर्निंग गाइज। तो बहुत टाइम हो गया है वीडियो डाल के। अभी मेरा ये कॉमन इंट्रो बन गया है। ये टाइम हो गया। एक तो बनाना नहीं शिट एक तो बनाना नहीं हो रहा मुझसे। लेटा हूँ आलसी। बट मैं एक दो चीज़ और कर रहा हूँ, बाद में बताऊँगा कभी। बट फ़िलहाल आज तो मैं अपने फार्म पे आया हूँ। मतलब पापा का फार्म है, नेचुरल फार्मिंग, वो इंटरेस्ट है पापा को। तो ही काइंड ऑफ बॉट अ 9.5 acre फार्म। उसमें कुछ चीज़ें करते रहते हैं ये लोग, कुछ ट्रायल एंड एरर चलती रहती है। अभी तो फ़िलहाल खाली पड़ा है यहाँ पे, बट आगे का जो हिस्सा है वहाँ पे you'd get to see all the mango trees and stuff. But it's not a review of the farm, or it's not like a walk around of the farm or anything, because मेरा नीश नहीं है वो। लेकिन आज मैंने सोचा क्योंकि यहाँ पे हूँ, मौसम अच्छा है, there's like good weather, good breeze and like all birds chirping around. It's a good setup to make like one of my videos जो भी मैं बनाता हूँ। तो आज recently मेरा, if you guys don't know, I had my DGCA class 1 medicals re-initials recently done 9th or 10th of April if I'm not wrong. और आज है I think it's what 18th 19th April. Sorry, I'm bad with the dates. It's about like 10 days ago. I just wanted to share my experience, how it went and what it is, how it is. You could see the mango and lemon trees better here and some palm trees right over here. That's my dad and the worker. They're choosing mangoes to kind of pluck out. They're good. They're usually good. I missed it last year. Now that I come here very often, whenever I do, it's nice. Okay, so this probably is gonna be my tripod stand. Something like this. I hope it just doesn't fall with wind. So I did it from Chennai Apollo. It's a private center authorized for initials and re-initials of class 1 medicals. 9th morning 7:30 was the time that I reported at the hospital. As I went in, it was all very streamlined because it's a private hospital. You had like a better service available here, like all ACs, good seats and all of that, etc., which honestly doesn't matter too much. But also like the service itself, like the response itself was pretty good. You're not intimidated by all the Air Force officers walking around. It's much more of a relaxed environment in Chennai Apollo. But anyway, as soon as I entered, they kind of filled a form for class 1 medicals. They knew what they were doing. और कुछ list of tests दिया है उन्होंने, बोला कि 4th floor चले जाओ, वहाँ everything will be taken care of. So I went to the 4th floor. So this one is the Chennai Pro Health Apollo Hospital. This is where the visa and the class 1, class 2 medicals happen. So it wasn't like the biggest of the hospitals. It was really nice, well maintained. So I went to the 4th floor where there was a desk, and I submitted my form and they looked into everything. They got my blood test done first, very initially, because that's important. They checked my height, weight, BMI, all of it. If you know, I am slightly overweight. I'm supposed to be around 76 or something kgs, but I was 84 kgs. I was 88 initially, if you remember. I dropped down 4 kgs. I was 84, which in a 1 week. So I lost 4 kgs in 1 week. But after that, I just stopped all the weight loss stuff. I did not, like, I wasn't very strict. Even if I were, I don't think I would be like, losing as much weight, because kind of drop my water weight and stuff, blah blah blah. Let's speak about that in a different video separately that I'll make for it. My BP fortunately was normal. Last time I had an issue with like slightly elevated BP levels, but this time it was around 120/80 normal. Pretty good. Nothing out of ordinary or anything. But it's just the weight that was a little extra. Although the BMI was only 27, but if you're over 30, DGCA requires you to get the glucose tolerance test done. But I was only 27, still fairly under the 30 mark. For some reason, the doctor required me to have a glucose tolerance test instead of like a postprandial sugar test. So that gave me like a huge bottle with like 80% filled with glucose, and then just the brim of it water. So it was very sweet, very thick, very sweet. It was like as if I was drinking gulab jamun का वो चाशनी जो रहता है, ऐसा लग रहा था. I had to wait for 2 hours, whereas other people that came along with me for class 1 medicals had the breakfast, because they did not require any extra glucose tolerance test or anything as such. लेकिन मैंने breakfast नहीं किया था क्योंकि GTT लेने के बाद I had to wait for 2 hours for not eating anything. Yeah, it was hard. I was hungry, and it was delicious breakfast that I missed for free. So in these 2 hours, they got my ultrasound done, they got my ECG done and few other tests done at the same time. It was kind of like efficient, I would say. By 11:30, I was partially done with my eye test also. They put the drops in my eyes to kind of dilate my pupils and to check all the other retina stuff. Then I went in, I gave my second sample, and then I came up again, waited for like half an hour, and they've gotten my retina check and everything done. That was the final test. So this was at around 12:30 p.m. So I entered at 7:30 a.m. and by 12:30 p.m. I was out of it. So that was like 5 hours, very super efficient, like including all the tests, right? And now that all the tests are done, the only two things are left were a physical history examination and like a surgical consult, which, you know, all of that. So yeah, 12:30 they asked me to kind of like go back home, relax, come back the next day, right? So now what happened is when I came home towards the evening, I got all my tests sent to my phone number, like you know how Apollo works with the portal and stuff, so I could check all the reports. So I had few issues, significant ones related to my cholesterol levels and all of that. I was shit scared, I'm not gonna kid you. I was shit scared of what's gonna happen the next day. So basically I have a lot of bad cholesterol, less of a good cholesterol, more triglycerides, and borderline high total cholesterol. These were the 4 issues. Along with that, I had grade 1 fatty liver. It's non-alcoholic fatty liver, guys. I was worried. I was super worried. I didn't want to get any kind of like a unfit mark, because I know DGCA class 1 medicals are going to be strict. It's not like the FA class 1 where you walk, you see, you pass, right? That's FA, but DGCA is not like that. To give a rough idea, total cholesterol, the limit of it is 200. I had 205. LDL cholesterol, the limit is 100 or 110 or something. I had 140. HDL cholesterol must be over 40. I had 35, which is not good. And my triglyceride should be somewhere between 150 and 200. You know, 150 is a safer limit, 200 is still okayish, but it was 275. Above 500 is going to be dangerously high levels. So, you know, something went wrong, clearly, like with my diet. When I came back from US, I had taken a blood test here at my hometown, and everything was like borderline normal. Like my triglycerides were somewhere close to 170, I guess, somewhere around that, 170, right? My LDL cholesterol was controlled, my total cholesterol was controlled. I did not get the fatty liver done, but soon after that, I wanted to even further control my triglycerides, get it under 150. So I started the diet and also my weight management and all of that, and it shot up. And you know why? Paneer. I had tons of paneer to kind of increase my protein intake, and that was not the best of the ideas. Although it was low fat paneer, but still paneer is fully saturated fats. Even ghee for that matter. Like I did not have ghee as much in the US. I never had paneer. I ate all kinds of shit in US. I can't even tell what I ate. Kind of like that kind of shit I had. My blood tests came out normal. I don't know, the blood tests here might be wrong, or the paneer might not be the reason. There's like a million things to argue on, because we never know what actually happened. But when I started having paneer and soya, kind of became potentially troublesome, is what I'm assuming, because the doctor mentioned that, you know, what did you have? I said paneer and soya, and he was like, you had 2 things. One that's high in saturated fats, one that's known for hormonal imbalances, and I had tons of them every single day. It was on me, to be honest. You know, it wasn't like the best of decisions that I've taken. That's what happened. But fortunately, the next day when I went in, the physical examination was all okay. He was satisfied with everything. The history check and all of that, he kind of like, they filled the form for my on my behalf. It was all okay. There was nothing really bad about it. The only thing he mentioned was like, you know, your levels, certain lipid profile levels are elevated, so for the next time, get your lipids done, get your ultrasound done for fatty liver and stuff. Of course, he's given a remark of wearing glasses to kind of get under the acceptable weight limits, which is not very difficult and which is not very problematic, to be honest. If you're somewhere around 25, 26 of BMI, it's still okayish, but I still have to drop like 4 more kgs to be safe. 8 more to be under limit, but let's figure that out in a year from now. No 6-month examination or anything as such. It's totally fine, whatever it is. But to kind of give a final note on what to do and what to take care of for DGCA class 1, I would say be very careful in the last 30 days. If you drink, smoke, stop it. You don't know how your blood levels are going to react to it, and it's hard, it's super hard to kind of take care of it. And if something happens, it's your career online, you know. So please do not, at least for the last 30 days, keep everything clean. Don't start shitty diets like I did, right? Eat what you did, do what you did. It should be fine. Do not eat much of cholesterol, saturated fats, which includes red meats, mutton, pork, if you do, whatever, paneer, you know, soya, which is not really healthy. If you're a non-vegetarian, go with lean meats like chicken breasts, eggs. Fish is a good option. Fatty fish especially has like a lot of omega-3, which is important for your HDL cholesterol above 40. Remember, if you're a vegetarian, go with flax seeds, go with chia seeds. They have good omega-3 fatty acids. Control your weird protein intakes, keep it in the limit. Protein shakes, fine. I checked with the doctor, he said it was all okay. There's nothing wrong with taking protein powders. If you're vegetarian, if you're vegan, go with all the plant-based proteins or like dairy proteins and stuff. It's totally your choice. I'm not an expert, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm just saying this from my experience. Yeah, so that's with this. I'm gonna put an end to this video. I'm gonna see you in a different one, but thank you for watching and see you guys next time. So many cows. These are all ours, by the way. We take milk once in a while. We make ghee, we make, you know, paneer. The paneer that I got are from these. So these are the A2 Gir cows, regarded as like the healthy, nutritious and all of that.